Binge Pipe is a little too proud of this menu screen. Welcome to Binge Pipe, a streaming platform that is more a state of mind than a reliably working service that responds the way a paying customer expects it to.
BingePipe provides the quality content my friends and family needs for entertainment. But what about my physical nourishment?
Sounds like you need to try BingePipe carrots.
Come again?
BingePipe farms create human consumables using the latest data technology. Instead of water and sunlight, the crops are fed your personal information to create produce that's produced specifically for their target audience.
Wow, it tastes like nostalgia and self-importance.
That's the personalized touch and the glyphosate.
I don't know what could be better than these BingePipe vegetables.
They also make cake.
Oh, let's eat that instead.
The following BingePipe content is sponsored by Bob's Shoes. Not only are Bob's Shoes one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes you'll ever own, but for every pair we sell, we donate another pair to kids in need. But if you return a pair, we take a pair away from a kid in need. Bob's Shoes. You better order the right size.
So everyone has disappeared?
More like half the population?
Of Earth?
That we know of, yes.
But everything is different now because we're in space?
Unclear.
Is this a flashback?
Also unclear?
But we definitely have to defuse this bomb, right?
That part seems obvious.
I mean, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
This fall on the Exposition.
And, wait, are we related?
Unclear.
Damn it.
Streaming now on an all-new Lion Punch.
I am the Lion Punch.
A troubling revelation.
Master of the demon ways. Protector of the 5 shards of the Korgon.
We bought 3 seasons of this show.
I have to avenge my father, and that's what I'm going to do because I have to do it.
But the main guy is not very good.
Lion Punch, this is a suicide mission. I won't follow you just to watch you destroy yourself.
I have to avenge my father no matter what. I have to do it, and I will do it with or without you.
Actually, you know what? I better come along after all.
But at least he's one hell of a fighter.
Punch! Punch! Boom! Flip around!
No, wait, he's pretty bad at that too, actually. That's Lion Punch on Binge Pipe. Please, just give it a chance.
Lion Punch! Ah! Ow!
Binge Pipe would like to express its deep regret for investing in You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, you are complicit.
Hey there, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. Is what I'd say if I were here, but I'm not. Leave a message at the beep. Before we begin, did everyone figure out which cast member of Riverdale they are? Good. All right, let's make history.
Time for question 1.
First on the docket, don't take Nova for an answer. I don't have a son, but I have a son, and I'm very proud of it for getting its life together and removing carbon from calcium, turning hydrogen into helium, producing nitrogen from neon, or taking silicon and giving back sulfur. Okay, let's take a look. The core of the sun creates fusion through heat and pressure that turns hydrogen into helium. Some say it's not healthy to put that much pressure on your sun, but I'm one of those individuals who just can't help but constantly orbit them.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Here we have tailor-made titles. What's in a name? Letters. Letters are in a name. Yeah, solve that one, Shakespeare. Which of these people would write Taylor in the blank space that asks for their patronymic name? Taylor Swift, James Taylor, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, or Dwayne the Taylor Johnson? Okay, what'd you pick? In this case, the Taylor would be a nickname, and it's one that has failed to catch on. Let's skip to the right answer, shall we? The patronymic name is also known as the family name, surname, or last name. It's something you can pass down through the generations, like those James Taylor cassettes my mom won't let me throw away.
Why don't we do it with free?
Here's one I like to call, Siri, submerge me in vinegar, and it's time for a dis or dat. I'm going to read you 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's the name of a virtual assistant or a type of pickled food. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a virtual assistant or a pickle. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. All set? Here we go. Curtido. Cortana. Bada. Achara. Nova. Most of you skated by on that one, but player 5, you really boned up that dis or dat.
BingePipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Sounds like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, BingePipe employee Cookie Masterson. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for all the other players in a variety of enjoyable ways. And you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
I couldn't have said it better. Well, then let's get on with it.
Now that's what I call consumer engagement.
I don't need you anymore.
And now, remember Cheers? If after taking a sociology class, Diane convinced the patrons of Cheers to start calling Norm one of the 4 types of cultural norms, what would they not shout as he walked through the door? Mores, folkways, ethics, or taboos? And how do we do? There's no easy way to put this. Mores, folkways, taboos, and laws are 4 cultural norms. Ethics can only help shape norms. Although drinking 12 beers a night also has an effect on the shape of norms. It's time for Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's a monster.
Produced through galvanism. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. Okay, who chose what? Galvanism is the process of creating electricity through chemical reactions, which is what gave the monster life. That's the end of round 1. Remember, these numbers also serve as your personality rankings.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 5, on the other hand, you are not good at doing this. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
Round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
We're having fun.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Coming up next, music you can laugh to. If someone put a fermata on their laughter, what would it sound like? Ha! Or ha ha ha! Hope you like what you picked. A fermata is when you hold the same note for longer than you normally would. It's challenging, but luckily, as a classically trained performer, I'm able to pull laughter from deep down in my... Well, you get the idea.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Feast your eyes upon this. This pairs nicely with a laugh track. How would Ray Romano accurately describe Romano cheese to his sitcom wife?
Deborah, it's hard. Deborah, it's soft. Deborah, it's creamy.
Or,
Deborah, it's stinky.
Let's see who got it. What a comedic misunderstanding. Romano is a hard, sharp cheese. You know what else is hard? Maintaining a marriage for 9 seasons. Congratulations, you two.
Hey, question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a loud question or a quiet question? Choose on your devices now. Here are the votes. You have chosen.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Introducing a quiet question. What is the name of Simon and Garfunkel's second studio album? Sounds of Silence, A Kind of Hush, The Quiet One, or Careless Whisper? Let's see how that shook out. Can't do anything right, can you? Simon and Garfunkel released Sounds of Silence in 1965. I will now return to my normal speaking voice. Wait, do I always sound like this? I am so sorry. How about this one? Bakery bloodshed. Things are about to get real on the Food Network. Imagine the contestants of Cupcake Wars reject the dessert authority of the judges and start an uprising. If the TV audience is sympathetic to their cause, what would be the best name for this new show? Cupcake Proxy War, Cupcake Skirmish, Cupcake Invasion, or Cupcake Insurgency? So who got it? The ingredients of an insurgency, a popular rebellion against authority by a group not recognized as belligerents. Cupcakes are going to rise.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
This one's known as, remember Third Rock from the Sun? Suppose NBC rebooted Third Rock but set it on Jupiter instead of Earth. What would be the most appropriate name for the new show? Sixth Rock from the Sun, first gas giant from the Sun, fourth inner planet from the Sun, or last multi-mooned planet from the Sun? What'd you guys pick? Inner planets are the ones before the asteroid belt, like how this question might be referencing a show that was on before you were born. Jupiter is the gas giant closest to our sun. I'll bet gas giant and our sun are phrases often spoken by French Stewart's parents. Look, all the questions can't be about memes. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Brand name faces. I hope you know what your brand mascots look like, you capitalist drone. One takes it! Excellent job, Player One. No one thought you could do it, but you won. Congrats, my friend, even though we all know...
You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Funny story, this is true. Before I got that Romano cheese question, I had no idea I could do a Ray Romano impression. And then out of nowhere...
Binge Pipe's menu. Welcome to Binge Pipe. If you're looking for that one program you wanted to watch, it's no longer here.
Before Binge Pipe, there was nothing for me. Now I see everything. And it's too much. I know too much. Why are there so many?
Binge Pipe. Shh. If you value joy, check out this Binge Pipe programming content.
Truffles and tea cakes and truffles. I love them exactly the same. If you asked me to pick, I'd say that's a trick because I love them exactly the same. Oh!
Okay, welcome back to Talkin' Mystery Mountain. I'm joined as always by my panel. Guys, wow, how about that episode? After facing some criticism that the show has lost its way and that the writers created too big of a puzzle to solve, they respond in a big way.
Just when you think this show is beyond repair, we're rewarded with that bombshell. I'm still in shock that Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel.
Yeah, that really tied up a lot of the loose ends in a totally organic way.
Looking at social media, the episode is getting a lot of positive feedback, but there are some detractors out there. Staceface17 says, "This is how they kill off Jennifer? Are you kidding me? Hashtag lame plot device." Before we jump into this comment, I believe we have the clip she's referring to. Roll it.
I know Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel, but that still doesn't explain how I ended up on this mountain. We've had zero contact, so I want to know, how did I get here?
I have to agree a little bit with her. I did think that lightning bolt scene was a little odd.
Especially since it happened deep inside a cave.
Okay, did they maybe kill off too many characters?
Binge Pipe has no choice but to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, we put the slogan in We Need a Slogan.
Hey there, I'm Cookie, and Binge Pipe's got me on one of those celebrity fad diets where you only eat poisonous beetles. I can feel it working. Here's a fact. This is a good-looking crew. So let's get to it.
Time for question one.
To get things started, getting away from it all. Hashtag so free. If Wi-Fi hotspots corresponded with volcanic hotspots, what selfie would I have the best chance of immediately posting to Instagram? A thumbs up in the Australian outback, duck lips at Yellowstone National Park, pretending to be surprised on Cyprus, or a glimpse of my butt in a mirror on a cruise to Antarctica. So what'd you pick? A volcanic hotspot is where the Earth's mantle is so hot that it pierces through the tectonic plates. My ideal vacation is 5 minutes of outdoors time, followed by 5 minutes of Twitter time, followed by one some more. Rinse and repeat.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This one's called Horsing Around. Imagine Sports Center were Sports Centaur, and they were all all the centaurs, all the sportscasters. Oh, this is too much setup. Just tell me which of these punchlines contains a portmanteau. The Colts are a shoo-in. She sells saddles on the sidelines. Will the Broncos win? Nay. Or more like Eli Manhorse. I love this part. A portmanteau blends two words or titles together, a la Eli Manning and Manhorse. And if you cross Peyton Manning with a mule, you get something. He's old.
Why don't we do it with Creed?
Next up, two titans face off. And run! Run for your life! It's time for a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it describes Nicolas Cage, the Hollywood actor, Godzilla, the king of all monsters, or both. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Nicolas Cage, Godzilla, or both. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Okay, let's do it. Has a dinosaur named after them. Has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Served as a UN Goodwill Ambassador. Their tomb is a large pyramid. Named after a comic book character. Inspired a Blue Oyster Cult song. Has starred in over 90 movies. Most of you managed not to embarrass yourselves. But player 3, you really dropped the ball.
Proactive measures have been enacted for customer fidelity.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Use the screw to make answering a question.
Okay, but don't complain if you get confused later.
We care enough so you don't leave us.
I don't need you anymore.
There is no hiding from type equals squiggly bracket male, comma, revolutionary squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe has acquired some search histories they need help with.
Yes, we need your help in identifying which political revolutionary it belongs to. Options if I was wrongfully imprisoned for 27 years. Stream Invictus. Better title for Average Hike to Liberty. Whose search history have we acquired? Martin Luther King Jr., Mikhail Gorbachev, Nelson Mandela, or Fidel Castro.
Who picked what? Nelson Mandela was the anti-apartheid revolutionary and former president of South Africa who was imprisoned, wrote Long Walk to Freedom, and was played by Morgan Freeman in the film Invictus.
BingePipe loves to learn about our customers, and we will share that information with the government, but only if they ask, and they will ask.
Behold, Ready Flare 1. I keep hearing modern games give players the option to reskin the characters. If I do this naturally by letting my skin cells die, how long will it take me to reskin myself? About 1 month? About 2 months? Oh, here it comes. Player 3 just let loose a screw. BingePipe doesn't like it when I shout at you, but they're fine with this. What'd you guys pick? It takes about 1 month for new skin cells to reach the surface. Otherwise known as the amount of time I spent playing the Zelda Water Temple. Nicely screwed, Player 3. I believe this belongs to you. That's it for round 1. Clearly this isn't a popularity contest because here's the scoreboard.
Currently, player 5 is in the lead. Player 3, on the other hand, you're highly valued, but your score is not. Looks like someone needs a little more help.
And don't forget, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
Time and fun stops for no one.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Oh, here's a good one. Netflix and deep freeze. Which of these examples of Netflix and chill is going down where the chilliest temperature on Earth was recorded? Hipsters hugging to Bright in Spokane, Washington, teens watching The Crown in Oymyakon, Siberia, scientists binging altered carbon at the Vostok station, or vegans spooning with Food Incan at the base of Mount Fuji. Okay, who chose what? Let's call this a teaching moment. In 1983, the Russian research station in Antarctica recorded a temperature of minus 128.6 degrees. Nothing quite like cuddling around streaming content to keep you warm.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Next, that's Dumbledorable. What would be the best title for a Harry Potter spin-off where they cast the spell Beta Vulgaris? Fantastic beats and where to find them? Well, what do you know? Player 3 used that screw. Embrace the change. Or don't. Okay, let's take a look. Expelliarmus! Beta vulgaris is the scientific name for beets. I hear they catch the villain red-handed. You know, because of the beets. Nice use of the screw, Player 3. This is your cash now. Oh, and it looks like we've got some name changes. Yeah, I love that screw. And how'd the audience do on that one? Congratulations! Your friends are morons! That means that right answer is worth even more. Buy yourself something nice.
Hey, question!
At BingePipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question that involves some quiet time, or a question that keeps getting interrupted? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. Your choices cancel each other out. BingePipe will select the slightly better option.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
I call this one a question that involves some quiet time. This is nice, isn't it? I'm just gonna rest my eyes for a second. You get started on the question. Let's see who got it. Silence is indeed a second-level D&D spell, and casting it sounds like this. Silence. At least, that's how it sounds when I do it. You're going to wish you could forget this. Guns N' Roses' 1988 power ballad is called Patience. To date, they haven't recorded anything called Silence. And now, 15 minutes of uninterrupted silence. Well, so much for that. Why not try? Dead men seem to keep telling tales. The power of film to depict the majesty of the human condition or move us to laughter and tears really is remarkable. Anyway, what happened in Pirates of the Caribbean 5? Something with the Fountain of Youth? Something with a trident? Something with Atlantis? Or something with an undead shark? Let's see how that shook out. Honestly, I have no idea, but let's say no. Maybe? In Pirates of the Caribbean 5, everyone is after the Trident of Poseidon or something. Maybe. I heard Pirate 6 is a search for what's left of Johnny Depp's career.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Take a good look at the periodic table of Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is in everything. I mean, he's in everything. If in his next movie, Kevin Hart played the element that is most abundant in the universe, what would the trailer say? This holiday season, Kevin Hart is carbon. This summer, Kevin Hart is hydrogen. This fall, Kevin Hart is oxygen. Or next year, Kevin Hart is helium. And how do we do? Hydrogen makes up about 75% of all matter in the universe. And Kevin Hart movies make up 75% of new releases. Welcome to the attack. When you see an end... Oh, was I talking? Silly me. Here's your clue. Don't hate the game, hate the players. We'll give you the game. You tell us who plays it. Good luck. Pretty cool wins! Nice work, player 4. I'm glad the underdog won. You did know you were the underdog, right?
You don't know Jack!
Truffles and tea cakes, tickles and truffs, they are equivalent treats. If you asked me to choose, I'd say, oh, that's a muse, because they are precisely equal to me. Sorry, what was the question?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Oh, no, you don't, you son of a bitch. Not this time.
Honey, who was that?
Where are the kids?
Why did you yell?
Binge Pipe is revolutionized. Binge Pipe may not be your traditional streaming service, but we're definitely streaming service adjacent. The roguish outsider that doesn't play by the rules. The undisciplined bad boy that maybe, just maybe, you can change.
I'm insufferable.
I'm just some dude that still has his old roommate's password.
I'm gonna live forever.
We are Binge Pipe!
Check out this great content streaming soon to Binge Pipe.
Coming soon. A new blockbuster film by Binge Pipe.
We've got 4 hours before the time portal closes.
Then there's just enough time to solve the riddle.
A completely original film. We made this.
The dinosaurs are loose.
And they can fly.
It certainly wasn't made for cinematic release. Tested poorly, and now they're looking for somewhere to dump it.
The lava, it's intelligent.
Maybe I can help.
King George III.
This is something we wanted to do.
Then let me say it. In rap. Drop the beat, King George.
Coming soon. Obligation.
911, what's your emergency? I think my husband's dead. He's been shot. Okay, where are you? 1442 Willow Street. It's going to be a few minutes before an ambulance team gets there. I'm going to give you instructions in the meantime, okay? Okay. All right. The first thing I need you to do is record the murders.
Binge Pipe is bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, we won't be ignored.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and I am definitely not hosting this from my bathroom. But maybe open a window, just in case. Geez, with this many players, it'll be tough keeping the scores in my head. Okay, let's hit it.
Time for question 1.
First question. Question McQuestion Face. Remember that online poll to name the research boat and everyone chose Boaty McBoatface and we all realized there was still good in the world? If Boaty McBoatface married the director of the movie Face Off, what would be the full name of the lucky bride? Bodie Bay McBoatface, Bodie Tarantino McBoatface, Bodie Woo McBoatface, or Bodie Verhoeven McBoatface? So who got it? No, but they could always work together on a remake of Rowboat Cop. The director of Face Off is John Woo. Now the proud husband of a polar research vessel and father to half a dozen lifeboats.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Up next, exercise is 90% motivation. If someone paid you 1 dozen double chocolate muffins for every mile you ran, about how many muffins would you earn running a half marathon? 6 dozen double chocolate muffins, 9 dozen double chocolate muffins, 1 dozen double chocolate muffins, or 1 baker's dozen double chocolate muffins. Hope you like what you picked. Dreadful choice. Totally wrong. A half marathon is 13.1 miles long, or about 13 dozen double chocolate muffins. Baking mix is essentially just protein powder, isn't it?
Why don't we do it with 3?
Try this on for size. Captain Muffin Top. Sounds like a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's a body-shaping undergarment from Spanx or a character from the Captain Underpants book series. Answer quick. You'll only have a few seconds to choose between Spanx or Captain Underpants. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. Ready? Let's go. Slim Cognito. Skinny Britches. Ra-cha-cha. Undetectable. Great Granny Girdle. Zorks. Wedgie Woman. Way to go, most of you. But player 1, tough one. You failed to live up to my already very low expectations.
Customer satisfaction seems to have dipped.
Looks like it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using the screw...
Yeah, I was getting tired of this too.
Binge Pipe, your loyal friend that's also a company.
I don't need you anymore.
Coming up, Adult Swim Fan. Note to self, remove dated reference to 2002 thriller Swim Fan before game's release. I keep hearing about this cartoon Rick and Morty. What's it about? Rick and his grandfather What's this? Player 1 just screwed everyone. Ever try reading backwards? You're about to. So what'd you pick? Yep, grandfather. Oh, wait, no, something's wrong. Rick and Morty is about a boy named Morty and his dangerous genius grandfather, Rick. Sounds good. Maybe I should become way too obsessed with it. Nice screw job, player 1. Spend this wisely. Here's one for you. The dessert that dare not speak its name. It's true that we can't have our cake and eat it too, but let's say you wanted to eat your cake, then have it, later. You have your reasons, okay? I'm no one to judge. In progression, how will your cake change its name before you can have it back? Cake bolus chyme poo, cake troche bile poo, cake amylase lipid poo, or cake glomblum cecum poo? I love this part. Okay, that's wrong, but I'm so glad you picked this one. Glomblum is a word I made up, and I want people to start using it. It can mean anything, I don't care. Glomblum. Make it viral. After food is chewed, it's known as bolus, then in the stomach it becomes chyme, before legally changing its name to poo. And the best part is, it's all yours. You can have it. Say goodbye to round 1. Let's see which of you is my favorite.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. And on the other end of the spectrum, these players are highly valued, but their scores are not. Your performance has triggered the need for more screws.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use them. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Really good stuff.
6 trombones is not a parade.
How about this one? I had no choice but to retort, those shoes though. Officer, I have one question for you. What is those? The singular form of the... Brace yourself. Player 5 has unleashed the screw. Oh, don't crane your neck. Okay, what'd you pick? This is the singular form of these, so this is the wrong answer. Those is the plural form of that, as in, I can't believe that cop is wearing those shoes. If you didn't understand the reference in this question, you should check out the new true crime series, Fashion Police. Hey, good work with that screw, Player 5. Have some cash.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Feast your eyes upon this. Thank God it's Friday the 13th. What type of summer camp would be terrorized by Jason Voorhees? A band camp, a math camp, Look sharp. Player 6 just dropped a screw on you guys. This question just got some added security. Okay, who chose what? Math. It'll always cause you pain. JSON is a computing term meaning JavaScript Object Notation. I could easily explain it to you, but what do you know? We don't have the time. In the first film, the killer is actually Jason's motherboard. Nicely done with that screw, Player 6. Enjoy your cash.
Question.
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a smart question or a stupid question? Pick an option on your device now. Here are the consequences of your choices. You have engaged with the process.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
This one's known as a stupid question. How do brain work? Maybe cells dividing and coming together? Neurons something something electricity? Atoms lose electrons or gain, I guess. Or, carbon gas exchange? Okay, let's take a look. Brain work by neurons saying hi to other neurons using chemical or electric hellos. By which I mean thinking lightning. Introducing Family Game Fight. If Romeo and Juliet competed on the set of Family Feud, what team would Romeo be playing on? The York family, the Montague family, the Capulet family, or the Lancaster family? Hope you like what you picked. Survey says... Survey says... Yes, Romeo was a Montague. A name? What's in a name? A rose by any other name would still get roasted by Steve Harvey.
Sabes que es lindo, yes,
Next, Degrassi, the previous generation. If Draconian leader Drake the Rapper ruled over us, it would mean we started at the bottom and now we're here to work without oversight. We're heathens living in a theocracy. We're heavily punished for minor offenses, or we're hereafter known by our class titles. Let's see who got it. Oh, give me a Drake. Draconian laws, named for the first Grecian legislator, emphasize severity and authoritarianism. People arrested in this system aren't even allowed one hotline bling. You made it to the... I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue. Party people. Check out these famous parties and tell us who is in attendance. Good luck. Player 2 wins! Nice work, Player 2. I never thought you would win, but what do I know? Well, I do know this one thing.
You don't know Jack!
So your kid's bike got ran over by a car. We fixed the frame, replaced the tires, and gave it a new paint job.
But how's my son?
We left him under the car, cause he's not a bike.
It's worse than we thought, sir. Those giant snakes are heading towards Earth.
Hey guys, what's up? So if you saw my last vid, then you know I took a photo of myself every day for a year. Thanks for all the positive feedback. It was a really fun project, and I learned something about myself while doing it. It turns out I'm a narcissist.
Objection! Your Honor, this witness is clearly just a tugboat in a trench coat.
You don't know Jack. Oldies Radio.
listening to You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio. I'm Schmitty, and I'll be your guide as we cruise down memory lane to play some of the classic Jack commercials from yesteryear. Hey, do you remember the 90s? You don't? Well, that's going to be a problem. Listen to these classic commercials anyway.
Come on down to Buster's Bait Shop, where your grub and crawlers, one-stop bobbers, hooks and poles, and nets and line. So if your son or pappy is wishing to do some bass or crappie fishing, come to Buster's and have a real good time.
Buster's Bait Shop. Master baiters since...
You've tried other menus.